A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing people out there to my channel, the Twin Flame Union. In this channeling session, I would be sharing with you all the feelings and emotions of a divine masculine while he is on the way to meet the divine feminine. The title of this channeling is Divine Masculine is on the way to meet the divine feminine. I will also tell you what his energy is like, what his feelings are like, what our emotions are like. It's very important for all of the divine feminines who are listening to this channeling to understand that our feelings create our reality. It's all about the feelings. And our feelings are in the innermost part of us, in our subconscious mind, the true feelings. It is the subconscious reality that creates the holographic reality, the 3D reality. What you see in front of you comes from your heart chakra. It's a combination of all the feelings you have, all your upbringing, all your programming, and all your belief systems. If you want to connect with me, you can do so. You can write to me at the email address given in the description box. You can contact with me on my Instagram. You can DM me for any healing sessions, for any coaching sessions, for tarot card reading. Some of you would be in the first stage of Twin Flame journey. Some of you in the second, third stage, fourth, fifth, sixth. People who are on the final stages are obviously beyond the surrender stage, which is an amazing place to be in. But even all those who are on the initial stages or the middle stages or right before the final stages, you guys are also doing a lot. You guys are contributing a lot to planet Earth by being who you are. So it's very important to just be. Understand. Just be means no effort whatsoever. Effortless lifestyle. Everything happens on its own. Everything is happenstance. So now let's get into the channeling. Also, I want to say you can buy the book In the Name of Love, which is the journey of finding your ultimate soulmate. It has 5 stories of different types of twin flame journeys from various time frames and stratas of life. This book is based on the concept of biometric mimicry. So you can also seek a lot, you can take a lot from this book, you can heal a lot from this book. And it can also help you in your journey, in your ascension journey. So, the divine masculine is basically about to meet the feminine. He is on the road, he's driving, and it's a long distance journey. He's traveling from one state to another, one place to another, and it's like a few hours of being on the road. He's very excited to meet her. He is feeling very happy actually, like after some time he would be with the divine feminine. So obviously the divine feminine doesn't know what he's feeling right now. She is oblivious to all of this. But he is talking to himself. So how it happens with us also, that we are in the car, and when we are alone, we listen to music. I don't know about all of you, but this happens to me a lot, that I'm in the car, I'm all by myself, I'm listening to music, I'm enjoying my own time. Sometimes I put some audio. If it's a long distance journey, I put like 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour audio, which will not distract me from driving, of course, but I can listen to the audio and, the whole journey. Sometimes I carry my music, which I love, and I listen to it. Sometimes I talk to myself also. Just, you yourself, you're alone, no one is there, no one is listening, no one is calling you. This divine masculine is definitely not on the phone at all. I don't see him being very busy with the device. He is a kind of person who loves to be on his own, and he does not like to use the phone so much. So he likes to talk to himself, and he's talking to himself. And while he's talking to himself, he's just telling himself that I am on the way with all these dreams of all this excitement. He's very excited to meet her, very, very excited. And he's like, I have all these dreams and I have this imagination, like we will be in union soon. We will be together soon. When you meet someone after a long time, or if you meet, you're somewhere and that person is somewhere, you have not spoken, you have not seen each other's face, and after a long time you will be together. There's that excitement. So he is saying that. And there is obviously some sexual connotation also to it, like some intimate connotation is also there, like, I would be with her, we would be intimate. And all of that, when you get intimate with someone, all of that intoxicated feeling you have. So he's talking about that. And he's like, my heart is beating right now. I'm on the way. And the tune that I'm singing, this tune that's going on in my mind, in my head, is the tune of someone. That someone obviously is the divine feminine. And with the tune and with the lyrics of that someone, and with the excitement of the intimacy that we will have, that all of that, my eyes are filled with all of that, and with all those dreams. And he's saying, I have those thousands of dreams, that pleasantness, and with all of this, I am going towards her. While on the way, while he's driving on the road, he's looking at the scenery, the view. And he's saying that looking at all this beautiful view, these trees, the sky, the road, and he's driving in a very nice place. It's more like a mountain area, or there is a mountain area in between in the journey. Like it could be from one city to another city, but from one city to another city also there is it's a long road. It could be that in India we have all these long journeys from, say, Delhi to some mountain area, or Bombay to Delhi, or Bangalore to Bombay, so it's a long journey. It's not a journey which is just 1 hour, 2 hours. It could be at least a journey which is probably an overnight journey. And he is a person who likes his own time. So specifically this thing is coming. He's not hanging out with his friends, or he's not with family, or neither he's calling anyone up on the way. Like there are some people who make so many phone calls, and even on the way they keep talking on the phone. Like they keep getting calls. They're talking about business, they're talking about work, they're doing this, they're doing that. Throughout the journey they try to kill time by talking to someone or the other. But he is strictly not like that. He is very self-absorbed, and he does not want to get disturbed, because he is filled with the amazing thoughts of the divine feminine. So he doesn't want to get disturbed. So he's looking at all these roads, and he's saying this beautiful view. Why should I even, he's saying to himself, why should I even be careful? Why should I even be careful? And he is now comparing the divine feminine to this road, to this journey. And he's saying, like, how the road moves, this is how you move, So if you can move like this so beautifully, then why should I also not walk behind you like an intoxicated person? Because when you're intoxicated, you don't walk straight. That's how he's comparing it. And he's saying, in my life, this evening has come, this evening has come where all the love, and he's not even saying, and again in Hindi language, in the way we speak, we have many different ways of calling, like using the word, in English we just have love, Or we can say we have love, we have liking, we have crush. In Hindi, we have many such words which define love in different ways. So he is that type of a person who's defining love in different ways, and he is trying to define love in the purest way right now, like love which is without any expectations whatsoever. So he's saying that in my life this beautiful evening has come, and I just want to carry this unconditional love, this time frame. He's comparing this whole feeling as time frame, and he's saying with all this love in my heart, I am going to meet my love, my life. And now he's sort of thinking about the future, and he's saying, how beautiful would it be when she will be close to me? And I swear on God that sometimes when I will hold her in my arms, she will be a little shy and she will, remove my hands. And then at the same time, then she will come to me and hug me with some excuse. Like when you're in a relationship with someone and you're with your partner, you want to touch them, but you try to touch them with some excuse. Initially when you are just meeting one another, you want to hold them, you want to hold their hand, you want to kiss them, or you just want to, and you probably in a public place or you're outside somewhere, so you want to just touch them, you want to just hold them in some way. So you do that, you make some excuse and you do that. You just say, hey, there's something on your face, or you just remove a hair strand, or you remove something that has fallen on the coat. He is talking in that way, that how amazing it would be, how wonderful it would be that she will come to me, okay, and I will go to her, and then she will remove her hand after feeling shy, and then she would, with some excuse, she will hug me, and or she will just melt into my arms. And with all these real excuses and fake excuses, thinking about all of those things, I'm just driving on this road, and this long drive has become so exciting to me, because I have to, at the end of this long drive, I have my lover with me, my dream woman with me. And then he's saying that while I look at all these roads, all the scenery, I just feel that in her eyes, what I'm seeing is, I'm seeing a feminine who likes to apply black coal in her eyes. It's like dark kajal. We call it kajal in Hindi. And even in West, a lot of women apply the kohl eyeliner. So he's saying that she applies that kohl eyeliner, and her eyes look so beautiful when she applies that. She's so pretty. And suddenly, while he's talking about all this, he's imagining her to be in some kind of a bridal dress, in some kind of a dress which normally married women wear. He's actually imagining her to be like his bride. So in this channeling, I can see that this is a couple which has not got married yet, but they are very committed. They are very close to each other. They are dating each other. They have commitment in the society, but they are yet to get married to each other. So he's also imagining her to be his bride. Or you can say that even those who have already gotten married, men always remember the day the bride, the girlfriend became their bride in that costume, in that dress. Even women remember that. So that's why they keep going back to the photos, the marriage photos, and they, reminisce that, okay, I was wearing like these clothes, I was dressed like this, and this is what we did together in our intimate moments. And so he is imagining all of that. If he's already married, then too this can happen. And it can also happen to someone who went into separation after marriage, and now they're meeting again after a long time. So as I said, in the twin flame journey, there are many scenarios that can play out. Some people go into separation after coming together. After union also there is separation. That's why we call it twin flame reunion also for some people. So reunion can happen with some people, and some people They haven't met yet. They're about to meet each other for the first time. So he has, in any which way, he has already, I will tell this to you today, to all of you girls and guys, whosoever is listening, I would tell you that the first time divine masculine spoke to the divine feminine, that was the time he had already chosen her as a life partner. This is one big secret that the divine masculine knows, but I am sharing this on this channeling. But they had already decided and chosen this person as their life partner. They knew before meeting also, they knew that this is the girl I want to spend the rest of my life. But obviously there is societal programming, and there are all these belief systems. Like I said in the very beginning of the channeling, there are belief systems, there are patterns, there are templates, there are blocks that need to be healed. And if you don't heal those blocks, you can stay stuck for a long time. You can stay stuck for 10 years also. For some people, the union or the reunion does not happen for many years because they don't do any healing, they don't do any work, they just keep cursing, they just keep blaming their their destiny or all the other things. And this is a part of programming that needs to be healed. This is a part of the template that needs to go away. There are so many wounds. In a span of 15-20 days also, a belief system can be formed. And we all know scientifically it's proven that it takes 21 days for a new belief system to be formed. So if for 21 days I keep doing the same thing, I keep thinking the same thing, I keep repeating the same thought patterns, it will create a fresh belief for me. So imagine, all of us have so many years of our life in the history. We have been repeating so many things, we have been thinking so many things, we have been creating so many fear-based patterns. So that's why healing is very important. Removing those blocks on a regular basis is very important. And if any fresh new blocks have been formed because of some bad experience, because of some trauma, because of post-traumatic stress disorder. Post-traumatic stress disorder plays a very crucial role in this journey. And being a healer and being a tarot card reader, being a writer of this subject, I have been on this subject for 11 years now. I have seen many cases, I have witnessed many cases where there is only one small disorder or a trauma that is creating ruckus in a person's life. And a good healer can actually go very deep into a person's psyche, subconscious mind, and they can find it out. But for that, they need to have interactions, they need to get into clear knowledge, and obviously the individual needs to have that drive, that desire to heal, that desire to be like, okay, I'm not going to let this go. There are some people who literally let go. Let go and let God is when you have decided something, that this is my this is my divine masculine, this is my divine feminine, and I'm going for it no matter what. Let any problems come in between, we will still be together. That is a different kind of emotion. And then there is a complete, leaving something, that okay, I don't care about this DM or DF, to hell with them. And then that means you're in a state of anger. You don't want to forgive. When you forgive, when you release the trauma, when you release the stress, anything that is causing the stress, then automatically you feel you feel relaxed. It's like you're carrying a burden, you're carrying a big sack of burden, and you're not letting it go. So I'm talking about that let go. That you have to let go. Then also you have to let go. So, but not let go of your divine masculine or your divine feminine. Then the karmics will enter. That is when the karmics enter, and the karmics will make your life hell. For some people, they make their life hell. And that hell, that pain also causes the DM to leave them and come back to the divine feminine. But they will not be out of that hell till the time the divine feminine does not work on the ascension process. As I have been saying, and this is probably my purpose, my mission here, that I want to tell the divine feminines that you're very powerful and it's in your control. This journey is in your hands. You can do so much in this journey. You can, take back the control, and you can do whatever you want. You can get whatever you want, but for that you need to have certain techniques in place to sort this out. So now this DM is about to reach to the divine feminine, and he is saying that I am just I am just so waiting to just hold her, just to And when I talk about intimacy between these two, this is not the intimacy that you have to feel bad about. This is pure intimacy. When you love someone, like when you love children, when you love pets, you hug them, you kiss them. That is your parents. We love them. They hold us with so much love, with so much joy, with so much compassion, with so much, like oneness, so much. It's like we are family. The love between DM and DF is also like that. Even if it has sexual connotation, even if it has that sexual attraction, but it is very pure attraction, it's very pure love. So on that note, I will end this channeling and I will connect with you in another channeling. Thank you so much and all the very best.